It's a path that every Syracuse football player takes. But one has overcome more than most to take it.
He gets the carry, driven backwards. Okechukwu and company got there. Safety. 2 points on the board for Syracuse.
Midway through his freshman year, Caleb Okechukwu was faced with the prospect of losing football forever. It was a normal offseason workout, team sprints right here in the Ensley Center. Then, everything changed.
I just remember that I took a step and I just couldn't get up on like the 6th or 7th one. And then I was like, all right. And then I tried to get up, couldn't get up. And I think some of the trainers that day probably thought I was tired. I thought I was too, but then I realized, all right, yeah, I can't get up. Something not right.
Okechukwu was rushed to St. Joseph's Hospital. The cause, rhabdomyolysis, a condition that occurs when damaged muscle tissue releases proteins and electrolytes into the blood, damaging the heart and kidneys. To assess the severity, doctors measure the level of creatine kinase, an enzyme expressed in tissue. Normal levels for men range from 100 to 300. Caleb's level, 300,000, the highest his doctors had ever seen. He spent 3 weeks in the hospital, and the prospect of ever stepping on the field again was increasingly dim.
So many people around me were telling me to stop playing football. So many people, so many doctors telling me I might not ever play again. A lot of nights, I definitely dropped some tears.
Okechukwu would have to relearn how to walk, some doctors telling him his body may never fully heal. Training at the level he was accustomed to, a long ways away. Under the instruction of head coach Dino Babers, Caleb stepped away from football to focus on his recovery.
I had to take my mind off of, I got to get back on the team to, let's just learn how to walk again. Let's just learn how to jog again. So one of the hardest things mentally I've ever had to go through.
Okechukwu had lost over 50 pounds. His body, unrecognizable to that of the physically dominant player Syracuse recruited just a year prior.
He had lost an enormous amount of weight. He had lost a lot of strength. And his body was just a shell of what we had to recruited out of high school and what we had saw initially his freshman year.
Basically on his deathbed, you know, and he was basically a shell of himself when he came back. We had to be very cautious with him, just his overall work capacity. It's not wasn't a strength thing, it wasn't a stamina thing, it wasn't that. It was the fact that he could literally do almost nothing.
It would be 2 months before he would resume physical activity. Initially, learning how to walk, then moving into light jogging. His focus shifted away from football and toward an appreciation for the process, each gradual step adding a layer of relief for a 19-year-old facing an uncertain reality.
Me walking without the walker, I saw it as a blessing. Me starting to jog again, I saw it as a blessing. All these things I went through, it was a blessing for me because when you go through something like that at a young age, you don't know what's next.
9 months later, through a grueling process and multiple setbacks, Okechukwu would retake the field once again. He had exceeded expectations in his first year back, appearing in all 11 games along the Orange defensive line. After another year of training, he became a fixture on the defensive line in the 2021 season, recording 21 tackles as a regular member of the position's rotation. His experiences adding perspective and gratitude toward the game he'd played his whole life.
On the days I don't want to go, on the days that I don't feel like doing anything, I think about when I couldn't, and when I wanted to, and I had other people telling me I couldn't, that weren't me.
Okechukwu now stands as one of the most experienced players on Syracuse's defensive line, a position group graduating its 4 top contributors from 2021. Baber says he envisions the third-year player as a leader in the trenches for the SU defense.
There's no doubt that he has leadership skills. There's no doubt that he knows the workings of this place, and it's important for the younger guys on the D-line to have somebody they can go to tell them exactly how it's done.
Okechukwu shares that sentiment with his head coach. He's motivated, grounded, and ready to reach a new level in the game he was told he may never play again. This season, he's not focused on collecting stats or individual accolades, but he's confident what those who watch him play will walk away thinking.
I'm not going to sit up here and tell you I'm going to get this and like numbers and stuff like that, but when people watch me play, they will say that he's a dominant player.
In Syracuse, Erik Slater, NCC News.